I have descended to hell. Um, the void is claiming me. It's Kirby. Oh no, he's eating Batman. Fuck. What?
No, I don't die. I thought I was dying before. Bro, 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 oh my god, oh my god, holy shit.
Fallen for one of your flock.
Way to ruin the mood, you damn peddler. Well done. You walked into a cutscene. The peddler walked into a cutscene. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Now, you know what? Yeah, they've made it better. They made it easier. All right, get this game. Get this game. Get this game. Yeah, that felt much easier. I mean, it was again still tough but fair. Yes. Let's go. Yeah. No. Tifa. Just do it. What? No, he teleported. No, why did you teleport? No. Oh, no.
Yes, Sloth. I do like this level. I do like this level. I think it's very beautiful looking. Oh my lord! What the hell? That was kind of funny, but what the hell, bro? Like, ding, ding, ding.
Gotta speed up. Uh-oh.
Sonic, hit Dark Gaia's weak spot. Quick, while I hold him back.
I don't have my sound mode on. Oh. Oh.
Alright. Where do we go, Sensei?
What the hell happened there? You okay, Sensei? You had a bit of a tumble? What the fuck happened? Lord Sakai, check out my dance moves on these stairs. Oh, mate, what was that all about? Okay. The only thing is that I'm out of Giga Dread. Oh. Bye, Dovahkiin. Bye, Dovahkiin.
I just don't think I could keep it up. That's the thing.
Hey. Greetings and hello, a very well lit J. We are back with more Digimon World because, of course, we are. I honestly have lost track of whatever the session is, but I am uploading the archives to YouTube, so I mean, eventually it will come up. I might be like close to stream 20, maybe something like that. Yeah, we'll work it all up. But yeah, I am actually archiving them, so. And then once they are done, Crisis Core will be archived most likely, because I do have Crisis Core on my external hard drive. So, but yeah, anyway, let me switch over to the main game. There we go. I was like, where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, alright. We seem to be back in full form. Yes, me and my needed toilet. So, I just did this for a bit, not very long, because I haven't had that much time to really, you know. But I'm like, well, I need to get the 99 stats. And I'm thinking maybe, with a bit of luck, I might be able to do that for this Digimon. Well, not for BMon, but I mean for the when we get to like the ultimate. The idea is that we want to get Phoenixmon if we can. Uh, we were game over, boys. We just got Phoenixmon. Well, we do want Phoenixmon in card, but I also mean in spirit. In the actual game, we want to actually have Phoenixmon as our partner. If possible, that is the plan. I kind of messed up last time, and I ended up getting Unimon because I put too much into a different stat, and I overrid. I also don't think I met enough of the conditions for BMon, so yes, BMon needs a toilet. I'm not letting BMon go for the toilet. I know it's harsh, but I gotta make care mistakes, so I'm making care mistakes. If I remember correctly, it's at least 3, so anything after that, I can just keep making care mistakes if I want, but you know. So I figured I might as well try and make a start on this. It's boring. I wanted to do some of it off camera for you guys, but I just don't really have that much free time outside of streaming. So, when I'm not streaming, I'm doing other things. Trying to work on videos, trying to hopefully get a job this year. We'll see. It depends if life decides to be kind, I suppose. I'll try and make it work. We'll see. What I was just looking at the cards, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we still got a ways to go. But, I mean, we got 2 Phoenixmon so far. We got 4 Hercules, which is pretty good. 1 of Mega, 1 of U. It's a start. We're getting there. We'll do it as we go. But, yeah. I don't really want to touch the stats right now. She's close to Digivolving, so with something like we'll get Bergermon. And then I'm going to see if I can do that Airdramon trick, which I swear I remember back in the day. Unless I had a fever dream, which I might have. I swear there's a trick to get Airdramon. And I'm not going to look it up. I don't think I will. I'm going to go by memory from what I remember. If it doesn't work, it really doesn't matter. We'll get Airdramon eventually. But I assume that Airdramon's Digivolution to Ultimate is meant to be Megadramon. Because I can kind of see it, right? You go from... I mean, they look almost identical. So I'm going to assume, considering Airdramon is clearly just like an air dragon, right? And, it doesn't have any legs. It just has wings and a tail. And that's basically Megadramon, isn't it? So that's probably like the true Digivolution, I'm assuming, right? I don't actually know off the top of my head, but if I had to guess. But then there's also Gigadramon, and I don't actually know what the difference between Gigadramon is, because I always figured Megadramon and Gigadramon were just like if they were brothers, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know, is Gigadramon like Dark Digivolution or something, and Megadramon is normal Digivolution? I don't know. Like, I don't get like that Gigadramon is like a Mega. I just feel like he's just like a different colored Megadramon, but I don't actually know. He is in this game via a cheat. You can actually, if you mod the game, there is a Digivolution item that turns him into Gigadramon. But the thing is, it's just a color change, really. That's all it is. It's just a color swap. He goes from orange to black. It's the same with Metal Atomon. If you want to get Metal Atomon, you can cheat the system. I'm sorry. You can cheat the system and... Oh, I just pooped in your shop. Yeah, I'm sure someone will clean it up. It's fine. So disgusting. So rude. But, yeah, you can, again, mod the game, and there's an item. I think it might just be called Silver Banana or something like that, or Metal Banana, actually. And that turns him into Metal Atomon. But again, it's just a silver-coloured skin. But he does kind of look like Platinum Numemon, I guess, sort of. I mean, it's neat, but it is just for all intents and purposes. I mean, I suppose that's kind of what Metal Atomon is, really. He's just a metal Edamon. Like it literally is. Like design wise, everything looks exactly the same. He's just all silverified, right? But he's a mega, not in this game, but in the anime and I guess other media going forward from this game, right? I don't know. I feel like recolors can be a bit lazy. Though I play a lot of RPGs that definitely do a lot of recolored enemies, right? Like after a while, you've seen all of like the unique enemies outside of the boss fight. So here's the variations, right? Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy. There's probably stuff in like the Tales of games as well. I get it. I mean, there's only so many like. I mean, I'm actually curious. If is there an RPG where every single enemy in the game is unique? Like there's no color variants. No color variants at all. I don't know. I'm kind of curious now if there is an RPG like that. But just like every there's only one of every enemy. I feel like the amount of time you'd have to put in to do that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, Oh, you know what? This is kind of cheating, but Pokemon. Pokemon is basically that, isn't it? Really? Yeah, it is. Pokemon is literally that. There's like sort of look-alike Pokemon, but for all intents and purposes, they are all unique. They're all their own Pokemon. Like you get Pikachu lookalikes, but they're not Pikachu. They're not like recolored Pikachu's. You know what I mean? Gengar looks like a black Clefable, but it isn't. Like. So yeah, I guess Pokemon. I've answered my question. Pokemon, but I feel like it's a little bit cheating, right? Because Pokemon, can I say Pokemon's are on a smaller scale? No, I mean they're still long, but I mean, I guess when I think of like other games, I feel like Final Fantasy games tend to be longer than Pokemon games. Wow, depending on which Final Fantasy game you're playing. And I suppose it depends on what Pokemon game you're playing. And if you're going out of your way to collect everything. I suppose it's like, are you doing a normal playthrough? Are you gonna catch them all? Or what? How much time are you spending on in game sort of thing? Or how much time does it take for you to get your team and get up to the Elite Four and, finish the game? Money's slowly going down. I will run out eventually, but I can always just top my bank up. Man, if only it was this easy to just get money in my bank. I need to get into the trading industry, man. Just buy low, buy low, trade, sell, profit. I need to get into it, man. That's the business. That's the business I've been looking for. This game is going to show me how. There's sort of a trading thing in Digimon Mod Next Order as well, which I think is much more complicated in that game, in my opinion. I don't know. But I mean, like that's actually intentional. This game is just like something you can sort of, I mean, I didn't even really think to do this, but it's something that the game won't think to tell you. The game doesn't be like, oh, hey, if you're short on money, why don't you buy this and then trade, and then like no one tells you that, right? Obviously players have figured that out. Players have been like, well, this is worth this much and I can buy this and then I can trade it at Majayamon, so essentially I'm making this amount of profit. Players obviously figured it out, but in Digimon Mod Next Order there's an actual proper like trading post where you can actually buy low, and then like on other days, I forget how exactly it works, but like I think like certain days certain prices go up, and I think that's when you sell it, right? So you buy low, like say something for like 100 bits, and then on the Friday it's being sold for 1,000 bits, so then you can sell that product that you bought for 100, and then like make a profit. You see what I mean? That was pretty much the money trick. I think in next order, you had to like upgrade it and stuff so you can buy more expensive stuff, so you can make more profit. But that was pretty much how that was. They actually took this concept, which was obviously discovered by players, and they were like, yeah, we'll just make it a thing in the game, and that's how you make money. Oh, that's the best way to make money, really. Yeah, it's been a while since I played that game because, as much as I enjoyed that game, it is much more of a grindy game than this. And there were times where I was I was kind of getting bored. I was getting impatient, like wanting to get on with the story, you know? Like, I want to progress, but I can't because the Digimon will literally kick my ass hole. Sorry, asshole for the Americans. But I'm British, so it's asshole. It's Arsenal, not Arsenal. That's what my mum used to say anyway. She used to say, instead of saying asshole, she used to say Arsenal instead. No, not the football team. Close enough, right? You know, like Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal or whatever it's called. Which is, you know, on the nose, but... Which I don't think it's actually called that here. Because I guess we're British and we're sensitive. I'm a little bit sick. A little bit. I had a sore throat. I think it was last week. Oh, we dropped some frames. I don't know why. Why did we drop frames? I didn't notice anything. Also, why do I look so like low to the ground? Am I slouching? Do I need to sit up a bit? So low to the ground. I don't know. I'm trying to be low to the ground, you know. Also, I sound kind of loud. I wonder if I need to turn down my mic a bit more. I don't know. Well, I would hope that someone would let me know. It's kind of hard balancing live. At least it is for me anyway. I think I need a bit more help in that. Yeah, I seem so low. I guess the camera is arched up a bit. Well, it's fine. I'm not the main focus. I look so far away. I know it's partly because I would actually usually zoom in, but I think I said this before. I actually can't really zoom in. Like, you can't see this, but my setting's at 500, right? 500 zoom. This is 500, right? This is 0. Oh, 100. That's 100. That's 500. Except it isn't 500. But it won't go above it. Now, let me go down to 100. Let me go up to, say, 200. So I'm at 200. Now I'm going to go up to 500. No change. It's stuck around the 200 mark. It won't zoom in any further. Even though the dial says 500, it stops zooming in at 200. I have no idea. I think it's something to do with the software. I think like the software's outdated or something. And I tried a workaround. But here's the problem. Here's the problem with the workaround. The workaround is there's like this new completely different software that uses the camera, but I have to open up the software separately. I'm using OBS, by the way, to stream. I always have, pretty much. Back in the day, like really back in the day, I tried XSplit, and you mostly have to pay to really use its function, so I didn't bother with that. But with OBS, you add... oh dear, I did say I was a bit sick. I do have a bit of a cough every now and again. You add the webcam scene, you choose your webcam, put it in, and then you can go into like the properties, and the properties usually just again, bring up the camera software properties. You can adjust and such. But at one point, something went wrong. And like the software just died or stopped working. So instead, when you click on properties, you get like this very basic gray, like very basic like gray overall tab with like little nodges and stuff. And yeah, that's shit. That doesn't do zoom ins properly. It doesn't do a bunch of stuff properly. It's really annoying. It doesn't save my settings. It's a pain in the ass. So for some reason, the settings that would usually work with the software, like I don't know, stopped getting support or something, or stopped working one day. I don't know. It's weird, and I can't seem to get it back. And I don't really want to open up I don't want to open up a separate webcam program that's not within OBS. So then I've got OBS open and this program, just to have my camera up, just so I can zoom in a bit more. It's so stupid. I don't know how else to fix it, but that's part of the reason why I look so far away. Instead of I'm not like right up against the camera. I can't get any closer to the computer screen. I want to kiss it. I want to kiss the camera. Anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about me, shall we? That's what everyone's here for. All you fantastically one person. But I appreciate you. So, do I want to continue or do I want to fish? So that's something that we're keeping track of as well, is my fishing. What we need to do, we need to get on 100 fish to get that medal. We've got Digimon curling. We've got all of the tournaments to do, which I'm pretty sure I did the rookie tournament. I think it's mainly just the version cups and stuff then, because I got to do all of them. The 10-year one. The techniques, all stats, all recruitments. Oh, and all Digivolutions. And there's so many when I think about it. And I gotta get I think I gotta get max tamer rank as well, which I can't remember what it is. So, oh hey, Nonona, you are here as well. Well, I appreciate you all. You are. I don't take favoritism in my streams. I promise. Except when Footloose comes in. Footloose is my favorite because he's been here for a long time. He's been a very long time supporter of me, and because I haven't streamed as long as I have been on YouTube. I've been making videos for YouTube for a long time, ever since Game Busters UK pretty much became a thing back in 2010. If anyone wants to feel old, because I do. Back in 2010 was when we became a thing. He was at the beginning. And it's 2023. And he's still supporting us. So, yeah. So there you go. Do you feel old yet? Our main channel, which isn't a thing anymore, is like 10 plus years old. Christ. I don't even want to think about it, man. I don't even want to think about it. I guess we'll go fish for a bit, sure. We're just wasting time until Beamon digivolves into Bergamon. That's it. And honestly, she'll digivolve soon. So we'll be fine. So we've got about 54. So I'm going to assume we've done it around 54 times. Like I said, we're aiming for 100. I'm not going to do it all in one go because fishing's kind of boring. I'm sorry. I'm sure fishing in real life is actually quite peaceful, right? I've never fished, and I would like to try it once, just to kind of say I have, right? And just to see if I am right, if it is something that can be just You just kind of chill, you know. I mean, I was playing Sonic Frontiers. I was fishing with Big. I was kind of chill, sort of. They made the fishing sort of epic, you know. Put on some li-fi, some lo-fi music, you know. Ah, yeah. Just chill, you know. I hope you're doing all right. Anyway, that's I'm a bit bunged up. I guess would be the word. A bit. I don't feel like low energy or anything like that. Luckily, I just got like a bit of a cough, bit of a bit of the old nose, and everyone has a nose. But thankfully my sore throat is mainly gone, so that's good. I have been sneezing a lot, but I don't think it's anything to do with my cold. I don't think it is, not really. Um, I've had much worse colds. So, unfortunately, it's possible that I might have passed on my sickness to my mum because, well, I look after her. I'm the only one who really can. So, she's with me all day. Obviously, I try to look after myself and I try to, I don't like go up to her and go, and just like cough in her face. I mean, that's just rude. That's just rude and disgusting. And I'm punching you in the face if you're doing that to me, bro. You hear about all those people when COVID was a big deal back in 2020, that people were able to like spit and cough and shit, and they did it on purpose, by the way. Yeah, no, you're getting punched in the face, bro. You're getting punched in the face. Like no, you like don't do that. Don't do that. But it can be difficult even if you take precautions and you look after yourself. If you're around someone and they're sick, there's still very much a chance, even if you're the cleanest person in the world, that you're gonna pass it on. You might not, right? But she hasn't been feeling very well. See, I think there's something going about, at least sort of like where I live, because I screwed up there. I wasn't paying attention because my 1 year old nephew, uh he was poorly last week, you see. So it's possible that I might have actually got it off him because my sister brought him round. And also I think my brother-in-law, I think he wasn't very well either. So it's possible that it's all just been passed around the family, you know. I've also been hearing other people in my where I live in my town, like on the radio, people have been talking about how a lot of people have been feeling kind of sickly and stuff. So there's definitely something going about. I don't think it's COVID. I think it's just regular colds. But like, it has been pretty cold. I don't know about you guys, but we're in January and it's definitely getting colder. That's for sure. The old winter's coming in. Are we at 60? Should I just get rid of my? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I done it now. I I need to get my weight up. You're looking kind of thin there, Biamon. Kinda. I need to make mistakes anyway. Man. Yes, I'm stuffing you with big juicy meat. I'm sorry. Is that Will that do for now? Hang on. Yeah. See, I've also noticed the less training you do and like the less battling, I feel like the less hungry your Digimon is. That's what I've noticed playing this game for many years. Now, I've played this game, if you want to feel really odd, I've been playing this game since I was 7. Back in, What year was it? Was I 7? I had to think now. Wait. $1999 or 1998? I want to say tail end. Tail end. So yeah, I think it was 1999. So yeah, if you want to feel even older, that's how long I've been playing this game. That's the first time I got it, when I was 7. So yeah, there you go. And I was a Sony kid ever since. It wasn't Digimon that sold me on Sony, to be honest. I think it was Crash. It was probably Crash and Spyro. I was like, yo, I don't have Mario, but I have Crash and Spyro. And then I got into the Digimon anime. And I was like, yo, I can't have Pokemon because I don't have Nintendo. So I will play this not because I'm pretty sure when Digimon was a thing, I was very confused because I was like, is Digimon just Pokemon, right? Because I don't know. I just thought it was funny that they were called Digimon and Pokemon, right? Both of the mons at the end. So I was very confused. I was like, what is it? I even thought like the shows were like at odds with each other. And I was like, oh, Digimon and Pokemon are gonna like cross over. That's what I thought. But no, it's just completely different shows. It's literally digital monsters and pocket monsters. Just 2 different anime shows about different types of monsters, right? That's what it was. But yeah, I wanted to play Pokemon, but I had my Sony PlayStation 1, so I couldn't play Nintendo, and my parents refused to get me a Game Boy because my mum was like, my mum was the definition of that meme where she's like, you have a Nintendo at home. And I'm like, no, Mom, that's a PlayStation. Oh, well, I'm not giving you another games console, which is the definition of that meme. It's like, we have a PlayStation 5 at home. No, that's a PS4 attached with a PS2. It's the PS6. I will admit I do like those memes. I don't know if you guys seen them when like no one can get a PS5 and they're like, oh yeah, I love my PS5, and they've like taped a PS2 with like a PS3 and then like put like white like white plastic cardboard and try to make it look like a weird ass PS5. It's like, loving my new PS5 right now. It's fun. Yeah. I'm still kind of lucky I got my PS5, which you might be able to see behind me. Maybe. I'm not zoomed. I'm probably... I did show it off. You probably can't see it because my camera's too... Actually, you know what? We're going full cam here. There you go. It's kind of hard not to miss. Yes, that big old tower in the back is the PS5. Uh-huh. I ain't flexing. But, bro, the PS5 is massive. It's so big. It's definitely the biggest console I've got. I don't know if it's the biggest console ever because I've never had an Xbox or anything like that. But, man, it is bigger than anything I've got. That's for sure. It's ginormous. It takes up so much space. So much space. It's not even funny. Do you know what's even more funny, though? I've got, like, no PS5 games. I mean... I should say, like, I technically don't have... I don't think I have a single PlayStation 5 exclusive game yet. Don't get me wrong. I would like to get, like, Ratchet and Clank and stuff. But to be honest, there aren't that many PlayStation 5 exclusives. There isn't. Like, even the PS5 games are getting PS4 versions of the game. God of War Ragnarok, you can play it on PS4. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of another PS5 game released for PS4, but pretty much. I don't think Ratchet and Clank. I don't think the PS4 is capable of that. But like, yeah, Spider-Man Miles Morales. I think it's for PS4 because it's basically just Spider-Man PS4 again, right? So a lot of the Sony exclusives are like, well, you can play it on the PS4. It might run a bit better on the PS5. It might even look a bit better on the PS5, but it's not going to be that much different. I doubt, right? It really isn't. It's not going to be that much different. Like I played Final Fantasy VII Intergrade, which is just Final Fantasy VII Remake, Remake Intergrade, the PS5 version. I mean, it's the same game. It's just upscaled to look a bit better and run a bit better. But that's it, right? It's not a drastic change. It doesn't help that God of War Ragnarok is basically a PS4 game. Like it is. It like for all intents and purposes, it is. If you compare God of War Ragnarok to God of War 2018, right? You take a screenshot from say Ragnarok, and I didn't know anything. I didn't. I've never played Ragnarok or anything. I would have told you. I would have said that was God of War 2018 because they look identical. It's basically, it really is just more of the same. It's God of War continued in every sense of the way. The way it looks, pretty much the way it plays, the music. It just feels like more of the same game. It really is, which isn't a bad thing, but that just goes to show that they're not exactly pushing the limits of the PS5. They're just like, here's a PS4 game. It will look a bit better on the PS5. There aren't that many PS5 exclusives. There just isn't at the moment, Like, the one PS5 game I'm honestly looking forward to at the moment may or may not come out at the end of this year. But I'm hoping for some new announcements this year that's going to make me be like, oh, I'm so glad I've got a PS5. Because at the moment, I've just been kind of playing PS4 games upscaled, for the most part. Or, if I buy a game, I'll buy it for the PS5, probably. Over, say, like the Switch, but still, Ooh, that's good. Okay, we'll sleep. I was debating on whether to go to Monochromon, our friend Monochromon, our delightful friend, and his delightful customers that have been so valuable during this amazing, incredible playthrough. So much so that I'm reminded why I quit retail, and why I can't stand customer service. But it must be done. The struggles, but it must be done. We still need to recruit Nanimon, and I don't think before Digitamamon that might be it. That might be it. Nanimon, Monochromon, and Digitamamon, because I think I've beaten Mummymon. I've beaten Metal Mummymon, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I think that might be it in terms of recruitments. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else I've missed, but I don't think there is. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. I don't think there is. We got Vaidmon, right? Did we do Vaidmon? Now that I'm actually not sure. We probably did. Now that I think about it. Now I don't know. No, I'm okay. I'm gonna say yes. Anyway. Sometimes you just need a reminder that you are in a better position than what you were when you were working in retail. Yeah and no. My situation can be summed up as I'm glad I'm not working in a shitty job, but I was working. But hey, maybe things will be better this year. So it's kind of a catch-22. Sometimes you're kind of put in a position when it feels like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and it's like, what's better? You know, your sanity or money? You know, which is more important? And most people can't really afford to, you know, most people can't afford to, unfortunately, not work. You gotta find work, find alternative work, and it's not easy. It's funny because I was in a different stream before this, and they were actually talking about like work, and everyone was talking about their different problems. Some people were talking about their struggles at work, finding work, and this shouldn't be. I was gonna say something, and I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Um, okay, I'll say it. I'll say it this way. This is publicly known. I'm autistic, and I don't fully really know what that means to me, if I'm honest. I have seen a specialist about it. I've been diagnosed and all that, and I've talked to him about plenty different things. It's made me understand that why I struggle with work and finding work and keeping work. And no, I have no issues telling people I don't work. I'm not embarrassed. I'm a little bit for myself, but I'm not embarrassed to say that because people don't really understand my situation or me. So it's not as simple as just get a job, because I could get a job, I just wouldn't be happy and I wouldn't be able to cope with it. Um, to not get too, I won't get too deep into it. Hello, Footloose. My favorite. I mean, what? No, shut up. but trying to keep the stream positive. But I have no issues. You ask Footloose. I'm pretty honest in these streams. You ask me anything, and I will try to answer you honestly. I don't care what we talk about. I'm pretty open. As long as people are respectful, I don't care. Right? I don't care. Talk about whatever you want. I mean, Footloose sometimes talk about wrestling with video games stupid. I have no idea what they're talking about. But as long as they're happy, they can talk about wrestling. I don't care. Oh man, I don't care. But yeah, no. It is what it is, right? But this is how I see things. I think to myself, well, I'm still alive, man. I'm not as healthy as I'd like to be, but I can be, right? I've still got time to figure myself out, even though I am getting older. I've still got time to get work behind me. I've still got time to learn things, learn skills. I've still got time. I'm still alive. I'm still in a place where I can make something work. So, I think to myself, well, hey, I do what I do what I can. It's also no secret that I currently look after my mum, and that does eat up most of my time, which is partly the reason why I don't work. I look after my mum full time. But yes, um, you know, with some luck, maybe I'll be able to get some work this year. We'll see. We'll see. I like to try to be somewhat optimistic, right? Because sitting around being like, ugh, can't do this, can't do that, or I'm miserable and that, like, it doesn't really get you anywhere. And I feel like if you've got time to complain, you've got time to do something about it. That's how I like to see things. So what I'm saying is I'm gonna have to go back to retail. No, but honestly, like, guys, I don't think I could ever go back to any sort of customer service ever again. I can't hack it. I have tried several times, believe me, with different jobs. It's not for me. You know, I need to be away from people. I'm not a people's person. But anyway, I'm debating on whether to do. No, all right. I can't. We keep talking about retail. I suppose that means I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to give in, aren't I? Oh man, you should feel ashamed. It's not doing anything illegal. Well, I mean, honestly, Footloose. I suppose that's one way to look at it. At least, I mean, as far as you know, as far as you know, I'm not doing anything illegal. As far as you know, but I mean, yeah, I could be worse, right? Like, you know, I'm not like, I mean, look, touch wood. My parents are great. They look after me as much as I try to help out with them and look after them and that. But you know, I have a roof over my head. I have food. You know, what's there to really complain about in that sort of sense? They support me. You know, my mum gets my autism, or she gets me. She supports, you know, that I need help and all this and that. So, you know, I am really, when I think about the things I have, I'm quite privileged and I'm quite lucky. Like, I'm in a position where I can do this with you guys. Whereas before, I was in the position to do this, but you were seeing Jay working in a shitty job, feeling pretty shitty about it, Monday to Friday, sometimes Monday to Saturday, and just feeling miserable all the time and just trying to mask being miserable when I come on streams. You know, you've got my off face stream where I'm just like curled up in the corner crying, you know, dreading, and then you know, as soon as the stream comes on, it's, hey everybody, welcome to my stream. Let's play some Digimon. And you wouldn't know any different unless I mentioned it or, you know, turned off or such. But that's life, right? That is life. There is a delicate balance to there's a delicate balance to everything, right? There really is. Ugh. If you get by and are happy, that's all that matters. I mean, I tend to think so. I don't like money, you know, but I need money to survive. That's just how society is. That's just how it works, right? If I want to play my video games, gotta pay up. That's just how it is, right? When things go wrong and I gotta pay money to repair things, if I don't, then I can't repair things. You know, I gotta buy my basic essentials. I gotta buy my food. You know, I gotta buy my you know, food. I gotta have my food. I gotta have my water, my drinks. You know, I gotta have like my toiletry. You know, all the stuff. But I'm not someone who's out there like trying to be Elon Musk or anything. I'm not someone who's like wants to come up with the next Tesla and be rich. I mean, sure, if I came up with an amazing idea and I somehow got rich, awesome. But I also will probably donate most of that money to charity because that's just me. I'm if I have enough, right, to get by, and if I have enough that I'm happy, right, that's all that matters. And I'd like to hope that I wouldn't necessarily need millions of pounds for that to happen. I don't know. I probably need a lot of money to eventually buying a house. Christ. Let's not talk about the house market. Let's not talk about it. Anyway, I'm trying to sell this guy some medicine. And I don't know if it's going to pay for it, but we're going to go for it anyway because we have to. And he says way too high. I'm going to have to do it again, I'm afraid. I'm going to have to risk the fact that he's probably going to walk away. And I'm going to be out of customers. And he's still not budging. I'm going to have to do it again. because I didn't have a choice, and I am really he's not budging. You know what? Okay. Oh. Also breathe, Jay. Breathe. I don't think I breathed at all. Oh Christ. No, they're buying more meat again. I always admire honest people. We need more of those. I don't know, Footloose. I mean, I'm the type of guy where, well, I don't really do it so much now. It's mostly thoughts that I have to keep to myself. I'm the type of guy where, you know, I can say it like it is, which has gotten me in trouble. And I don't know if you'd want to be around me when I'm like that, because then there might be some looming faces coming down and you're like, Jay, what the fuck did you just say? And I'm like, what? I told him the truth. And he can't handle the truth. It's the meme, man. You can't handle the truth. I'm not as bad. I'm not like, I used to be like kind of really bad with that, where it's just like, dude, just because you caught someone doing something they shouldn't, it's like you're calling them out in front of everyone, and it's like, I'm more thinking about myself. I'm trying to protect myself here. I'm just saying, you know, I'm thinking, keep my gob shut, and I stay out of trouble, right? I just stay out of trouble, you know. Like, I don't want to even go there, man. I will storm off like Digimon. Oh, that's fair. You'll always have a digital job. That's right. Yeah. Anytime I want to be reminded of retail, it's this game. I'm wasting my time with you. That's fair. I'm wasting my time with you as well, but I don't really have a choice here. Man, where are the customers? Oh. Everyone's buying medicine. Buy medicine off me. Well, you bought medicine. Why didn't the other dude buy medicine? Also, we've had 3 medicines in a... No, not 3. No, okay. We've had 2 medicines in a row, but we've had 3 in total. But they also left, so I've probably lost. I'm curious. When the customers leave, how many customers do I lose? See, I'm not even mad anymore that they leave, because I have to sell it high to make money. And the RNG, I guess the RNG for this shop has been abysmal, right? Super abysmal, to the point where I've gone numb to it now, guys. I don't feel anything anymore, you know? I just don't. I just don't. If the RNG gods are like, we will bless you today, you will finally be free from retail hell, then great. But so far, they're like, you will be stuck in retail hell because fuck you, that's why. So yeah. Just everyone buy medicine. Everyone buy medicine, and then I can't go wrong. I just need to mod the game to do that. And that's what we need to do. It is crazy to me, though. I really didn't think that this shop could get any worse. So all the times I've probably complained about, oh, you know, I've had a bad luck, I really feel like I've never had it this bad. And I've played this game a lot over the years. I don't remember it ever being this bad. I mean, Footloose has told me that, oh yeah, no, it can get that bad. This feels new to me. Like, legit, like, don't get me wrong, I knew it got bad. I just don't remember it being this bad. I don't know. I mean, listen. I didn't know that you could lose. A Digimon could steal 99 medium recoveries. No, I didn't know. I didn't know that could happen, but it can. Oh, I'm on a Chromon. I've done this several times, bro. Just come back with me. I've done this several. Why do I need to make enough money for you to be like, you know what? I deserve, like, I'm coming back with you. I've done this several times, bro. I've put in the work of the graft. It's the customers, man. I can't make them buy this shit. Not unless I sell it for low price, but if I sell it for low price, I don't make any money. The thing is, I've made way more profit than he's ever done, and he knows it. He needs me. That's what it is. He needs me. Yeah. And he knows it. He knows it. Yeah, it's this bad. Yeah, so I can't complain anymore because you can do better. I'll shove those bits up your ass in a minute. How about that? How's that for do better? Bitch, do better. Can't we just leave him there? Can't we? Can we just leave him there? Also, why haven't you digivolved yet? Oi. What do you mean? What do you mean, Beamon? Digivolve. Give me the Bergermon I want. I'm not getting a Unimon, or was it Unimon that I got last time? I think it was. Give me Bergermon. Give me Bergermon. That virus meter is slowly going up. Oh boy. Exciting times. I don't know. I'm not going to train. I don't want to train. I'm at a position where I want to leave things how they are. I want to pass time, but I tell you what I'll do. I'll go rest. That's another way to pass time. We'll like rest for like an hour. So, depending on how I feel, I might actually go for 3 hours today. We'll see. When it gets to about 10, in about an hour's time, I'll let you guys know if I'm going to keep going or not. Alright, this must be like at least 3 or 4 canvas stakes, right? Surely. Speed is max. Bro, if I end up getting Neomamon, if I ended up screwing up so much that I end up getting Neomamon, I swear. Better not be the case. They usually digivolve about now. Not really up to like age 5, but that's I feel like you. Oh, here we go. This is it. Numamon, calling it right now. It better not be, I swear. I swear. Give me my Bergermon. Why is the screen shaking? Okay. Alright, that's what I like to see. There we go. I thought I would have got a tamer level up. Meteor Wing! There we go. That's what we like to see. Do I not? I don't have Promince Beam. Ah, I gotta get that. Hold on. But we do have the best move. Well, the best wind move. There we go. Yeah. Fiery boy or fiery girl. I mean, it's gender neutral, right? Right. What do I want? Meltdown, maybe, for now. Yeah, sure, okay. Unless we're talking the anime, then it's I guess a fiery girl, if it's the anime. But there's also been a male Bergermon in the in one of the Digimon series. I think it was Data Squad. Yeah, there was a which threw me off because I grew up with Digimon and with Digimon Adventure and Digimon Adventure 2, which is a female Beamon, female Bergermon, etc. And then I watched Data Squad, and I just hear like the most like deep guy voice for Bergermon, and I was just like, to me, it was no different than seeing like an old lady, and then suddenly she's like, "What? What do you want?" And you're like, I did not expect that with, or like, "Hello there, young man. You're being so kind. Thank you so much." And you're like, "Granny, your balls dropped. Your balls dropped. What happened?" And then Little Red Riding Hood realizes it's the big bad wolf. Like, it's like, it threw me off so much. You know what I mean? It's just something you don't expect, right? It's no different than saying like a little girl having like a very manly voice or something, or vice versa. Or like a grown ass man sounding like a little girl. Like, you know, it's just like the. Oh, yeah, that threw me off the first time. Right. Okay, I do need to do something real quick. Um, I didn't check, so I'm gonna have to. Don't worry, the screen isn't gonna like go away or anything. But if the stream goes a bit funky for a second, you'll know why. Just give me a second. Phoenixmon. Reminds me. Ooh, oh, okay. Alright. Okay. Got it. Nice. Okay. I was just making sure I've got the correct requirements up, and I do. Just so I know. The brains have to go up quite high. Um, so, okay. I can make that work. And I have to stop making care mistakes now, so. Interesting. Okay. We can make that work. You're well, but so it was. It was, man. It, fr- it threw me off. It really did. It's like what was it? It's like one of those moments when I found out that which isn't too like on the nose or anything, but like I found out that a cartoon boy, a cartoon little boy was voiced by a grown ass woman. And when I thought about it, I was like, okay, I can sort of imagine that, right? But it still threw me off a little bit. I guess sometimes you just kind of assume, right, that a male actor or a boy actor will voice a boy and a girl will voice a girl, but not. That's not always the case, right? There are some very talented voice actors out there, and they could do all sorts of different voices. Um, but to find out that a grown ass lady was voicing a little boy, I don't know. It just threw me off a bit. Again, not as like out there as it could be, but I was still just kind of like, okay, I need to process this a bit. I mean, hey, good for her, man. She got range, right? She can do like a little. She can do like a boy's voice, like a little boy's voice. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it sounded like a kid, a boy talking. So I wouldn't have known. You could have told me that it was voiced by an actual, guy, and I would have believed you, honestly. Yeah, so I actually can't make care mistakes. I think. Well, I need to stay. I think I need to stay below 3, so I don't want to make any more than 3. I think. Um, so I can just play the game normally, like I normally do, which is just kind of feed, the this and that, and then off we go. So do you guys? This is actually something I was talking about with my mate the other day when he was streaming, and they were talking about like games that we would like to try or slash like backlog games that we would like to potentially play or finish like this year. Um, I said like I still want to play more Nintendo games because I missed out on a lot of Nintendo stuff growing up because I was a Sony guy and I want to try some stuff. There's still some other like games in general. I never played Jack and Daxter yet. People tell me it's like Crash Bandicoot. I want to play that at some point. I gotta eventually sit down and give Final Fantasy VII another go. Um, yeah, like I say, Breath of the Wild. I have it. One of these days, I'm gonna sit down and play it. I wouldn't mind playing it. I wouldn't mind playing it before Tears of the. Is it Tears of the Kingdom? The sequel, before the sequel comes up, which is supposed to be this year. We'll see if it actually comes out this year. I think a lot of people are hoping it comes out this year, but we'll see. So yeah, I just figured I'd ask you guys, like, is there any games that you, like anything on your backlog that you want to tick off this year? If you have any games in your backlog, or any games you're just looking forward to, you're like, oh, I want to play that this year. Maybe go back and you're like, oh, there's this PS4 game I wanted to play. Or there's this like Nintendo Switch, or even like old games like like NES or Sega Mega Drive, whatever, anything at all. I'm just generally curious if you've got any games you'd like to play, you'd like to cover. In fact, I kind of want to try and just give Final Fantasy another go in general, because I've always said this. I have such a love-hate relationship with Final Fantasy games, man. I tell you. Dragon Quest just, I don't know what it is, but Dragon Quest just hit me. I think part of it is probably was to do with Dragon Quest 8 being the first Dragon Quest I played. But it made me a fan of the series, and I wanted to play more because of it. So I had to play Jack and Daxter 2. Yeah, I mean, I guess people just assume that if you play Crash Bandicoot, you jump onto Naughty Dog's next game. But to be honest, I didn't even consider that it was just like, it's not obviously one to one a Crash Bandicoot clone, but you can, it's one of those things where you can clearly tell that they've carried over things from Crash Bandicoot into Jak and Daxter, at least the first one. It's the same with Ratchet and Clank, right? Like with Ratchet and Clank, there are mechanics like, flying, gliding, the jumps, the swimming, like the charging is very similar to Spyro. Skill points from Spyro are in Ratchet and Clank. It's 100. Right? They've transitioned into Ratchet and Clank, but there's still elements from the Spyro games that they've implemented into the Ratchet and Clank games. And I guess it's the same for Jak and Daxter when it comes to Naughty Dog and Crash Bandicoot. They've, like, the first one apparently does have, crates and boxes, right? And apparently, Jak, his primary attack is to spin. So he really is just Crash. But again, I didn't think that their next game would take influence from their previous. I expect it'd just be a completely different game. which it is, but like I say, um, I'd like to try and get a playthrough of Final Fantasy VIII. Um, yeah, I don't hear many people talk about 8. The only time I hear people talk about 8 is when they say that it's underrated. So I guess people just don't talk about it. I don't know if 8's bad. I have no idea. Um, I just don't hear people talk about it. Legend of Mana. Ooh, nice. Okay, yeah, yeah. I do definitely want to delve into some other RPGs, like from different franchises and stuff as well. RPGs take up so much time, and I can't really play like RPGs back to back. Sometimes I wish I could, but sometimes I need to like play an RPG and then like play a nice short game, a nice comfortable short game, right? I need to have like my RPG breathers. Like this year, I would love to stream for you guys The Legend of Legaia. Preferably the first game, but it might be the second. Um, but then after Legend of Legaia, I might take a break from from playing RPGs for a bit, and then I'll come back to it, right? But I love RPGs, but I definitely there is a lot more to play. I just don't have the time. I don't have the time for it. Well, the time and the money, and like I said, I need my breaks. Oh yeah, the Konoha collection. Yeah, I think I said this before, but how long will it be before Konoha gets forgotten? How long will it be before Konoha gets forgotten, like many other, old mascots and 3D platformers alike and such? Only for them to try and revive it yet again 10 years later. I don't want that to be the case, but that's what happens to these franchises. Not every franchises, but for some franchises, that is what happens. They come back and then they get forgotten. Look at Spyro, right? Like, Spyro isn't necessarily forgotten, but, like, they did the Reignited trilogy, and then, like, the whole Activision Blizzard thing happened, and now we don't even know if we'll ever get Spyro. We don't know if Spyro will ever get a new game. But Crash is getting a new game I have zero interest in, but it's getting a new game. Like, Crash 4 was a success, and now they're doing a Battle Royale game. Well, we'll see. Um, you know. Heck, even Bubsy came back for a bit. Bubsy. Bubsy. Like, how is it that my boy Croc get left in dust, and yeah, Bubsy comes back? Man. Man. Oh crap. Okay. I think FF8 is supposed to be really good, but gets overshadowed by 7. Yeah, well, FF7 is like the golden child, the cash cow of Square Enix. A lot of people will even say that FF7 isn't even the best. It was more so what it did at the time, right? Like what FF7 achieved at the time was like a big deal, especially with like the CGI cutscenes and stuff. The impact it had on people, and I also think a lot of people just started off with 7. I mean, if I remember correctly, over here in Europe, UK and Europe in general, I think the first FF7 game we actually got was the first Final Fantasy game was FF7, I think. Similar to how Dragon Quest 8 was the first Dragon Quest game that we got. I'm pretty sure. So it might be partly to do with that. Like people just it was just right place, right time. It did a lot for the series. It was the first 3D Final Fantasy game as well, like I say. So that was a big deal. Like actual 3D models and stuff. Oh my god. And a lot of people do have fond, cherished memories. And I suppose 8 probably, again, got overshadowed because FF7 already established what it established at the time, which was 3D and all that. I hear FF9's really good as well. Yeah, I hear a lot of good things from 9. I hear like like a lot of people say that FF6 is really good, FF7, FF9, 10, 12. Some people say 10 too. No one talked about 13. And everyone talks about Final Fantasy 14 online. Like everyone does. I just don't have time for MMOs anymore. And I ain't about to pay money into that, so. But I would love to play more games this year. Just more games I haven't played. But like I say, money and time, really. I'll be honest, I do want to try Ni no Kuni again. I want to try and give that game another shot. Again, these, by the way, these aren't necessarily potential streams. I'm just telling you, like, these might be like off. These will probably be off camera stuff, right? I'm still not sure whether I want to continue to do like blind like playthrough streams. I don't know, because I feel like when I do blind stuff, I kind of fumble and run out of things to talk about. I get a little bit too invested in the game, I feel like, and then I'm just like reading tutorials, and it's like, well, that's not really that exciting. I don't know. Maybe it's something I need to practice, like practice streaming, you know, blind games. I don't know. When I've played a game, I can at least talk about it as we go because I'm familiar with it. So if I don't have anything else to talk about, I can at least probably say, hey, let's talk about Digimon World, and let's talk about the Digimon in the game, and let's talk about, I don't know, favorite Digivolutions or something, or I like this part of this game, or whatever, you know? I feel like I'm better at that than let me fumble around blindly, because usually I would just be sitting there in silence, right? If I'm playing the game at home, whether it be a game I've already played or not, I'm sitting there in silence, and if I'm playing a game for the first time, obviously I might take my time a bit more with it, and I'm probably reading things and whatnot. You know, I feel like I'm a slower gamer when I play things blind, which everyone plays at their own pace. It's just, is that really something that is good for streaming? I don't know. I guess it depends on your viewers. If your viewers are perfectly fine with you taking forever playing a game because you're new to it and you just want to delve into it and experience it, then sure. But if your audience is like, get a move on, then it makes you think, well, do I want to stream all the fluff, you know? Maybe I should play this offline. Maybe I should do the grinding offline. You know, that's what I tend to do most of the time now. Is like when it's an RPG, I'm like, who wants to sit with me, which I would usually sit there in silence, repeating battles over and over again, when I probably will run out of things to say in the first half hour. Unless you just want to be bored with me. I don't know. You know. I'm just saying. Like, even for me, like, if I see people faffing about too much or grinding, if it's like a video, I'll probably skip ahead to when they're not faffing about. Or if there's a part where I just think it's a bit boringish, I'll skip ahead. I will. I won't sit through a video. Or, and vice versa. But with a stream, you have to sit through it. If you're watching it live, you have to sit through it. So if people are faffing about or something, then you got to sit through it, right? Right, we need to get, in case you guys want to know, I'll just let you guys know. The premise for the stats is 4,000 HP, 4,000 MP, 400 speed, I think it was, and 600 brains. And I think that's it. Stat-wise, anyway. So, technically, I suppose I could do whatever I want after. Well, assuming that Bergermon doesn't digivolve into anything else. Does Bergermon have another evolution, actually? Let's check. Does she? I don't actually know. So look. Do you have 2 or do you have 1? You have 1. So Bergermon literally can only digivolve into Phoenixmon. So I either get Phoenixmon or I don't get her. Well, that makes things easier. That makes things easier. I don't have to worry about screwing up too much, I guess. Because she can only digivolve. So she's either going to digivolve or die. Which sounds kind of dark when you think about it, but, you know. I'd like to play more games, but obviously life is my focus, right? Life is my actual focus. Getting shit moving on in my life. Oh, please. Let's make it happen. This will be my year, you watch. That's the mindset I'm going with. This is going to be my year. Oh, no, wait. Never mind. I keep forgetting about the bird, the Edgemon trick. That doesn't matter. I'm probably completely wrong anyway, but I gotta remember. When I'm tired, I gotta remember. I don't think I'm gonna get it, which is fine. Which is fine. I'd like to try, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. Like I said, that could have been a fever dream, and I'm. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you guys what the trick is, right? When Bergermon either digivolves into Phoenixmon or the trick works. Whatever comes first. And I'll tell you. So basically, if we succeed, I'll tell you what I did. If we fail, I'll tell you what I think you're supposed to do. For me, sometimes I prefer more silence and occasional talking. Yeah, that's fair. Sometimes it can be overbearing, right? Sometimes I listen to people and they can talk really loud, and sometimes I'm like, you know, this person's a bit too much for me, right? A bit too full on. But I mean, if that's who they are, then that's who they are. But it might just be that they're not someone I can listen to for very long, or they're just not for me, right? Because their personalities is a bit too overbearing for me and such. In-game music to play, and the person just playing and figuring things out. I watch while doing other. I watch while doing other work. Oh yeah. So patient was more active for me. So I don't mind. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I just kind of put a stream on and I listen to it. I might not be like fully paying attention to it because I'm doing other things like say work or such. But yeah, like kind of like just like putting on a podcast on or something, right? You just can't listen to it while you do other things. I totally get that. Sometimes you just want to like chill, you know, like chill even more, I suppose. Sometimes you don't want someone screaming in your ear because they got scared in a horror game or something, or there's a tense moment with a boss fight and they're like, oh, you fucking dick, and you're like, yeah, I'm not really in the mood for that right now. I just want to, you know, I want to keep it chill, you know. Let's listen to someone playing a chill game, or just let them, you know, someone who talks a little bit less, like not me. You know. I will admit, I think it depends on how I feel. It's a mood thing for me, for sure. Different moods, you know. Yeah, it really depends from person to person. Yeah, of course. Everyone's got their own preferences and, like I say, mood and such. Sometimes I'm into. Sometimes I'm in the. Sometimes I am in the mood to watch someone, and then I'm not. You know. I've actually been going off my subscribers, people who I'm subscribed to. Like I've been going off the type of content they've been doing, and they haven't really changed much. But I don't know, it's just one of those things where I'm like, just I've not been in the mood to watch their stuff. So now I'm sort of like, I guess I need new people to watch, or someone to find. And even then, I don't even know what I want to watch these days. I'm definitely in a very funny mood when it comes to watching things these days. A lot of the times, I really just don't really know. Sometimes, sometimes me watching people is influenced by, the games I like, which is, well, okay, it usually is. However, these days, I might play a video game and I might just want to see someone's reaction. So I might check out some people's reactions every now and again. Um, you know, I did that for God of War. Once I beat God of War Ragnarok, um, there were some good moments in that, and I wanted to see some people's reactions. I did that with Final Fantasy VII Remake. Some fantastic moments in that game. Wanted to see people's reactions. But again, it really depends on how I feel and such. Like I rarely watch full playthroughs nowadays. I've been watching more streams, I think. More streams, less than videos, So we are okay, we're at H7. Honestly, if I talk less, it's actually good for my throat. So there's that. Talking will actually help my throat, so there's definitely that. I'll say that. Yes, so did I need to increase my offense? I wasn't paying attention. Not according to what I've got here. Okay. So I can actually just kind of focus on my speed. Alright. That's what we'll do. And this is pretty much what it's going to be like. So as always, questions if anyone wants or has any questions. If not, we can just chill. Oh. There you go, bird. Jamon. I just gotta remember when you want to sleep. I remember that. Alright. We'll focus on speed for now. Ah! This is it. Alright. Oh, you know what? I need more water. Water break. Oh no! I hope you're alright, Phillies. Yeah, Ice is not fun. That's for sure. Oh boy, dangerous, man. Even when you try to be careful, yeah, it just kind of feels like if it's gonna happen, it kind of just happens, doesn't it? You know what? It's nothing to be embarrassed about. It happens, man. It happens. The last time I fell over, people saw me, but they were more concerned because my head was bleeding. They weren't embarrassed. They were just like, "You okay?" Yeah, that was a weird one. I think I might mention that story before. Um, this was back when I was an IT apprentice and I was working in a school, in a primary school, and I was on my way to work on my bike, and I was trying to be very careful because it was very snowy and it was very icy, and I was trying to be as careful as I could, but my bike still completely messed up, and it kind of tossed me off my bike, and I smacked my head to the icy ground, um, and I was a little bit dazed, a little bit, but considering, I guess, my impact and such, it I didn't seem that bad. I didn't seem like I was really in that much pain. Um, However, people were sort of looking at me, and someone sort of came up to me and they said, "Are you alright? Do you need a help up?" And I said, "No, no, I'm okay." Um, and you know, and it's like, "Are you sure? You sure you're alright?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And I was like, "It's like I might have injured myself somewhere. I don't know." And I said, "But I'm sure I'll be fine." And I carried on. I went to work. Um, and I walked, you know, I went through the reception, past the reception, and the lady at the reception just saw me. She said good morning, and then she kind of freaked out. She was like, she's like, "Oh my god!" And I looked at her and I was like, "What? Did something happen? What? Is there something wrong with my face?" And she's like, "Oh my god, Jay, your head, you're bleeding." And I'm like, "Am I?" And she's like, "At the top of your head," and I sort of went like that, and I see there's blood on my hand, and I was like, "Huh." I didn't even know I was bleeding. Like, I don't think I had a concussion or anything, but like, I hit my head hard enough that I cut myself in my head and I was bleeding. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel no pain. I didn't feel no blood. I didn't feel nothing. But yeah, there was blood coming out of my head. Didn't even notice it. Like, head of steel. But sometimes that can be kind of worse that you don't notice it, because then you can, like, unless someone points it out, you may never know that you have a serious injury, right? I didn't know. I legit didn't know. I didn't think nothing of it. I cleaned myself up in the end, but yeah, ice, man. All you can do is be try. All you can do is try to be careful. That's all you can do, really. Yeah, yeah. That that's definitely how it goes, Footloose, man. Yeah, you're up and then you're down. I'd recommend not taking up ice skating as a hobby. I'm only kidding. Don't quit your day job. You gotta stay up, man. Man, I can't even roller skate, let alone ice skate. Now, someone made fun of me for that, but that was years ago. And I was not happy. I don't remember it too well, but I only remember being pretty pissed off that someone was laughing at me because I couldn't roller skate. I was in a bad mood after that. This was years ago. I was young. I was very young, like maybe 10 years old or something, 10 or 11. I was a kid. I kind of remember who laughed at me, but someone did. Hmm. It's just practice, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, ice skating is dangerous. It is very dangerous, you know. I'm surprised people don't have protection, like head protection, but they don't really, do they? Like, I don't watch it personally, but my parents watches. You may or may not know this. Dancing on Ice. It's a British TV show, um, where like celebrities, they get celebrities to dance on ice, um, and that's basically the show. They basically get like professionals teaching celebrities to dance, and they basically try to win the show after several weeks. And there's lots of accidents on that show. A lot of celebrities, like, they you know, they get like leg injuries, cuts, bruises. um oh, no, 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 I forgot the trick. No, no, nah. I don't think we're gonna get Edgemon, so that's fine. It doesn't matter. If I remember, I remember. If I don't, I don't. We still got time. We still got time. We're not there yet. Although I need to kind of buff the stats a bit here. Oh, that was bad. But yeah, very, very dangerous. And like I know like my mum would say like, oh, this person hurt themselves pretty bad and such, and what, you know. I mean, it's I haven't seen it, but I know like my parents have talked about how they've even had celebrities live in front of an entire audience like have an accident, and like a really dangerous one, and you're like, and they had to be like rushed to hospital. Like, it it's a dangerous sport, man. It's not like ice hockey where you actually are padded out and stuff, right? No, nothing like that. Every body part, and I'm sure you're not the only one, mate. I'd probably be the same, for sure. Like, I admire people that can ice skate, um, but there's a lot of risk to it. One of the reasons why I don't like rugby really is because the whole point at the time, everyone's trying to dogpile you. Um, and yeah, I've been like crushed under people, and have been injured quite badly, because I had to do it at school and such. And it's like, yeah, I don't want to play it. You know what? Fuck this sport. Fuck this sport. I don't want to get dogpiled. Leave me alone. Damn you all to hell. Oh, I can't. Okay. I completely screwed that up. Damn. I need to check. Am I overcompensating? I am. Okay. I'm actually overcompensating. That's my fault. I didn't mean to overcompensate. I actually thought I needed more brain. Sorry, more speed, but I actually don't. Damn. It's my fault. Okay. Mm. I was actually trained a bit too much in the speed. Well, well, that's okay. That's all right. Um, hmm. Oh, okay. It's good to keep that in mind. Ah, I don't, do I? That's right, I don't. Okay, that's fine. I'm actually kind of out of space. That's fine. Okay, rest one more time. Yeah, sorry, Bergamon. I might have overcompensated for your speed there, but oh well. We'll try and make it work. Push comes to shove, I can get chips if I have to. What age are you? You're age 9. You're gonna be 10 tomorrow. 2 or 3 days. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Technically, I don't need to get every requirement. I just need to get, most of them, really. But yeah. But I do need some space, so I think I'm gonna try and at least make one bit of space. Because I don't have the second, digit keychain yet. Trying to think. Does Phoenix does Phoenix Phoenixmon use Prominence Beam? I would say she would have to, because surely she would, because Bergamon can do it. But I'm not entirely sure, if I'm honest. It should be the case. It should be the case. I ain't gonna check right now. It's fine. Right? I'm pretty sure. It's safe to assume. I'd be really surprised if that was a move she just couldn't do all of a sudden. I say she, they. I'm sorry. They're gender neutral. I keep forgetting that. Old habits, man. Well, she's my Bergamon. That's what I'm calling her. It's like how guys call their cars she, even though, they don't have a gender. How's she doing? Oh, she is doing fine. She'll be up and running in no time. Ah, yeah. Alright, take this sage fruit. That good? You need more? You need more, okay. Alright, I was going to give you the veggies, but I don't have the veggies. I don't have the veggies. She has to. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Things aren't looking that good. Ah, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. I'm pretty sure this is just some sort of crazy fever dream that I had, but I'm sticking to the bit. I'm committing. I'm committing. I'm just waiting for a surprise. But will it be the surprise that I'm looking for? Is it me you're looking for? The MCA. Hey man, I was saying hello before Lionel Richie. Yeah, I invented hello. No, I didn't. I used to joke. Me and my friends used to joke that our teacher did, because she would always say that when none of the students were listening. She'd always go hello. It's like a joke. But I will say one thing. In her defense, the kids were definitely little shits. They were. The kids were little shits. Teachers don't have it easy, man. I will say that. Like, much respect if you're a teacher, or if you want to be a teacher, much respect. I couldn't do it. I would want to beat. Oh, I would want to beat the bad kids. Yeah. I discipline the bad kids in a not very good way, in a not legal way. This way. Oh man, bring him. I'll be bringing back the ruler, maybe. Right. Yeah. 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 I don't remember which does what. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. 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 Mm. Mm. Have one of each. How about that? You can have a hawk radish, and then you can have a. Is that it? You still hungry? Oh, you're not. No. Okay. Hawk radish it is. I had a nice chicken, sort of chicken stir fry today. That was nice. It was healthy as well. Had basically it was just chicken and just like a bunch of veggies, really, just a bunch of vegetables. It was nice. Some like lemon juice, like cauliflower, cauliflower. No, what am I thinking of? Not cauliflower. Oh, I don't even remember. There's this type of flour that I don't remember what it's called. I don't know where I got. I don't know. Not actual cauliflower. I mean like flour, but it's called something else. Um, that with some soy sauce. Mix that in to create this nice sauce. Um, Put that over the stuff. Get a chicken stock. Get a chicken stock. Then put that in. Mix that all together. Um, Cook it over the stove with some rice. Nice, very nice, and pretty healthy as well. My dad even, I like how my dad, like, he just looked at my plate and it's like, that looks pretty healthy, and I'm like, yes, that's the idea. I'm trying to change my diet. I'm trying to lose weight. I am legit. Am trying to. Trying being the word, by the way. I can't use the scales anymore though, because my mum said I broke it. It still works, but she says that the last time I used it, something went wrong, and she had to fix it. And she's like, "You're not using my scales anymore," and I'm like, "Okay." I don't want to buy my own scales though. That's more money. Why can't I just use yours? I didn't break it on purpose. I don't even know what I did. She just said I broke it, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." Broccoli? No, not broccoli. No, I mean actual flour. I mistaked cauliflower for broccoli. No, no, no. I mean like like you have like self-raising flour and plain flour. Corn flour, that's it. Sorry. Yeah, corn flour is what it's called. It's called corn flour. There we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like like flour, but this flour is kind of used in like sauces, not so much like not for like cakes and stuff. No, it's fine. It's fine, Footloose. I did say cauliflower, and I was like, no, not cauliflower. That's the vegetable. You dummy. Chicken stir fry, chicken and vegetable stir fry. That was all right. I didn't mind that. I had a sort of like a light spaghetti, creamy salmon dish yesterday. Am I making you hungry yet? Or maybe I'm making you sick because you've already eaten. And all the while I'm thinking to myself, I could eat a pizza. But pizza is something I'm actually 100% dropping like this year. The goal is to not have pizza at all because pizza has not done me any good. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. You want honesty? Pizza has not done very good for my body. It's nice, but it ain't good for me. I can tell you the carbs have not been kind. Give me all the pizza. Listen, I would. If I didn't have to care about my weight, Footloose, I'd have all the pizza. I'd have all the chicken, I'd have all the pizza, I'd have all the burgers. I mean, let's be honest, I think most people would, right? But no, no. It's fine to have something like that every now and again, but I was having it like once a week, and yeah, it's not done me any good. I'm trying to cut out pizza and just pretty much any carbs if I can. I'm trying to replace things if possible, healthier options and such. Like if I do have rice, I have brown rice because it's a little bit better than regular rice. Um, you know, if I use spaghetti, it's usually like the brown spaghetti, the fiber type, the somewhat healthier, or I would just have something else that just isn't carbs, right? At age 10, okay. Yeah, I might have to be cheeky and get chips. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do what I'm trying to set out to do. I wish I could, but I don't know. I still don't know. I still don't know which one does what. One of these days I'll look it up and then we'll be fine. It's my own fault for not looking it up. But yeah, you know what? I don't know about you guys, but I actually don't mind I don't mind playing this a bit longer. But I will have. I got lucky. But I will have to take a break. I will have to take maybe a 10-minute break, maybe 15-minute break. But I'm more than happy to extend it for at least another half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. We'll see. Um, get some more grinding done for Digimon. Get some more progress. Get some more progress on this game. I'm just chilling, really. I'm just chilling. I'm all right. I'm feeling pretty okay. All right, Footloose. Before I go on my break, favorite pizza. Go. My favorite pizzas are actually, you know what? It's usually just regular cheese. It does depend on the pizza, but I will happily just eat a cheese and tomato pizza. I could eat other stuff with toppings. Yes, I'm that guy who eats pineapple on pizza. Bite me. Um, I have chicken bits on, meat bits on. Um, Footloose. Pepperoni is like the one pizza I don't actually have that much. Oh, she's digivolving. I guess we got Phoenix Mon. Oh, I didn't even get my brains up. I'll take it. She's digivolving already. I wasn't expecting. This is too soon. Okay, I'll take it. Wow, we got Phoenix Mon quick, actually. Dang. Look at that majestic creature. Hell yeah, tamer level up. Let's go. I'm a master. But it's not enough for the medal. Yeah, that was quick. I didn't even... Wow. Okay, I guess I met the requirements. Yeah. As soon as she hit age 11, that was it. She digivolved. Well, so my... Well, I mean, I still got to grind, but... Well, shit. Okay. Alright. Sure. My defense is looking kind of low, but... Sure. That works. Um... Yeah. I don't know why. I'm actually... Like, pepperoni is okay, but I actually can't eat much of it on a pizza. I actually can't. So I am the type of guy who would actually just prefer not to have it on. I'll definitely have like other types of meat. Usually it's probably chicken, but I'll eat almost any pizza really. But if I want to, if I want to really like keep it safe, then I'm perfectly fine with just cheese, man. Yeah, boring ass cheese. Second favorite is, like mushrooms and stuff. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. I will say, And I can't necessarily say that this is a fault on mushrooms, but I will say that sometimes when I do have like the kind of more vegetable-y type pizzas, I feel like sometimes, and I guess it depends, maybe it just depends on who I buy it from, but sometimes I feel like sometimes I get stomach problems. And I feel like it's almost every time I have like a sort of mushroomy type. Like, don't get me wrong, not all the time, not all the time, not all the time. Because what I used to do is I used to get just a cheese and tomato pizza, and then I would actually just put my own mushroom toppings on top, shove it in the oven, and cook it, and that was perfectly fine. And I just have a mushroom cheese and tomato pizza, and that was nice. And usually my stomach's all right, but I'll tell you what, it's Domino's, and I blame Domino's. I've had like a mushroomy type pizza from Domino's, and I swear it gives me a stomach ache. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I blame Domino's. So yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I'm pretty like almost non-fussy. Like I say, the only thing so far is that I can't eat much pepperoni. I don't know. I just find it a bit too strong and overbearing. So I don't tend to go for pepperoni pizzas because there's so much pepperoni and I can't eat that much. I struggle with it. I don't know. It's weird. It's just the taste is too strong for me. Greatness from Domino's. I guess I could come back and ask you if you have a favorite type, like a favorite brand, and it can be. It doesn't have to be Domino. It doesn't have to be like fast food chains. It could be like Chicago Town or whatever. But I'll come back and you can leave your answer if you want. But I'll come back in about 10 minutes. I do have to disappear for a bit. But we're going to continue. We're going to continue, I think, for at least another half an hour with our new and fabulous Phoenix Mom. So I'll see you guys in a bit. There we go. I am back. Let me unmute the desktop audio as well. I need to change that break screen, I think. Give it an update. But it's a break screen. It's not my priority. What are we talking about? Pizzas? Listen, we can't keep talking about this. You're going to throw me off my game. Anyway, Footloose, there's one move that our Big Bird can't use, and I'm starting to wonder if Premence Beam is number one. I don't know, it might be. I might be right. It depends though, I don't know. Yeah, because she's more wind than fire. Oh no. No. I might have to look it up just to be safe. That's unfortunate. If she can learn Miglo Spark, Spin and Shot, get rid of Sagalek. Can't even do Spitfire. Sure, I guess. You know what? Let's just do a quick search on my phone. Let's eliminate this because I don't remember. I bet you I don't remember, but I wouldn't be surprised if Premence Beam is number one. It's the first technique. Oh, my phone's going crazy all of a sudden. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. It's Fire Tower is number one. Premence Beam is number two. All right, she can use it. The day is saved. We can learn Premence Beam. I don't know if that's going to be the goal for today, but it is a goal nonetheless. Screw Fire Tower. Yeah, Fire Tower's kind of whatever, really. I mean, don't get me wrong. It can be good for interrupting, right? But it's a weak move, you know. I mean, the Ogomons in Ogamon's Fortress like using it, which I'm pretty sure is Infinity Burn. Infinity Burn is the strong version of that. So it's interesting that she can use Infinity Burn, but she can't use the weaker version of Infinity Burn because that's all it is. Infinity Burn is literally just the stronger version. Like literally. I'm not even kidding. It's just the stronger version. Alright. Alright, okay. Do I chip it up or do I... I think I'll wait. I think I'll wait to chip it up. Chip off the old block. But, I mean, we're not done. We're back to getting the stats up. I'd like to, but I'm not gonna commit to anything just yet. If I can get Phoenixmon stats up to max, that'd be great. But if if it doesn't seem feasible, I won't do it. I'll save the chips, and we'll just keep building up until I eventually feel confident that we can comfortably achieve it. I would hate to get to max stats only for the Digimon to die. We'd get the medal, but that means unfortunately we trained so hard that that our Digimon basically croaked. Right? We didn't even get to use our max stats Digimon. It would suck, but it not ideal, but actually while I'm here, while I'm on my phone, I might as well just check what stats that these vegetables do again, because I forget. Let's check. Once Google decides to... Oh my god. Sick. Oh, okay. Alright, so Super Carrot seems to be the one that boosts brains, which is what I was going for before. But well, I don't know if I can eat both. I don't know if eating both cancels them out actually. Hmm. Hmm. I actually think the effects might go away. I think you have to prioritize things. So depending on what I'm training at the time, I'll probably want to give my Digimon that. It's just good to know because the game doesn't tell you. I don't know. Does World Next Order, does Digimon World Next Order tell you what the vegetables actually do and what they raise? I don't know. But Digimon World doesn't. There's a lot of information that Digimon World doesn't say. Like saying that it boosts training. Okay, sure, but which training? Which ones? I would like to know. Please tell me. You know. It's no point like training, say, health if it doesn't boost my health. If it boosts like MP instead. You know what I mean? I think they do, but can't remember. There is a lot more. I think World Next Order does give you a lot more information that Digimon World definitely could have needed, right? Like for sure. Oh, that's right. I don't have any big. I don't have any big name pizza shops near me, so I have to go to my local Turkish kebab shop. Oh, okay, and then they do nice pizzas. Oh, okay. Yeah. I used to go to this Italian restaurant. You know, the kings of pizzas, and well, because you know all Italians in like that. It would make sense that those speciality of such food would be the best at what they do. It's like saying, oh hey, Chinese food are best created by the Chinese, those who are so used to cooking that type of food. That would make sense, right? I would totally get that. But yeah, when I used to work at Travelodge, yeah, I'm bringing that up. There was an Italian restaurant that that weren't too far from the lodge, and I used to go there sometimes. And they're really friendly. Italian people are a pretty friendly bunch, and they treat you good as a customer. If you become a regular, they try and like, you know, they try and make it in a way where you feel like you're a regular, right? And they ask how, you know, they just generally ask how you are and how you're getting on and such and whatnot. Um, and Yeah, their pizzas are great. They're 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 homemade fresh pizzas. You see them put them in they put them in the pizza oven and that. Yeah, they're great. And the thing is, I mean, obviously they're different. They're different. They're like thin pizzas. They're completely different to say like Pizza Hut or Domino's or Papa John's or any of that sort of stuff. But man, they're in my opinion they're so good and they're so much cheaper. Like you're paying like 16, 17 to 18 quid for like one pizza at Domino's. You're paying like 4 to 5 quid for a big pizza from them. And I would argue again, different types of pizzas. So I don't know if it's quite fair to say, but I would say they're just as good, if not better, than Domino's. And they're so much cheaper. Uh, Honestly, if they were closer to where I lived, I might have actually bought from them more often. But they're a bit far away and they don't deliver. So I don't really go there anymore, unfortunately, because I'm a bit too far away where I live. But no, they were great. They were great. I also actually had I had a jack potato from them as well. And you could put like different stuff on the jack potato. Like you can obviously put butter on it, but you can add like tuna, cheese, beans, whatever you want. Oh, oh, good stuff. Very good stuff. Yeah, very good stuff. And yeah, I used to go there on the regular, and sometimes they would give you freebies. They they randomly gave me like these garlic herb mushrooms, and I wasn't really sure. I was sitting there, I was like, I'm not really sure what to do with this. I didn't really plan for this, but they gave it to me as a freebie. And this was back when I was working at the lodge. And one of my colleagues was like, conveniently, I don't know, don't ask me, but they were like, "Yo, you went to that restaurant," and then it's like, "Oh wait, you got garlic herb mushrooms? Yeah, I like them too." And I'm like, "Oh no, they gave them to me for free." And they're like, "What? No way!" And I literally was like, "Do you want them?" And he's like, "Wait, really? I can have them?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I wasn't. Again, this is a freebie, bro. I wasn't here try. I just want my pizza. Like, you're welcome to it." And he's like, "Oh, dude, that's awesome." He's real chuffed, and so he got free garlic herb mushrooms. Um, Another time, they actually gave me some chips for free, like a small portion of chips. So, yeah, they treat you well, man. I feel like I can't speak. I haven't been like to loads of Italian restaurants, but the one I went to, they treat you well, bro. They do. Yeah, they were like, look, you're a valued customer, and we want you to come back. So we're gonna give you free food every now and again. I unfortunately I never got a free pizza. I think that might be a bit too much, but yeah. That is good customer service. Look at the Italian; they're really friendly, bro. You know, like I say, they chat with you for a bit. You know, obviously you don't always want to chat, but they're really friendly. There's good energy when you go in. There's good vibes. There's good energy. Um, you know, they're really polite and that. Yeah, they treat their customers good. They do. They 100% do. And and like I say, it's good food. So it's good food, good Italian food, man. Anyway, I should probably stop talking about food. I'm not hungry anyway, but probably making someone hungry. I mean, hey, whenever someone's watching this, they could be watching this in the future, and they're like, oh man, I could really do with some food, and then here comes Jay talking about pizza, and they're like, oh no, pizza, no. I'm in the mood for pizza now. Let me check here. Okay, hawk radish is for HP. I'll give you that then. There you go. Italy is my second favorite country. Really? What? Just like in general? Have you like actually been to Italy, or are you just saying you're just fond of the country? Just a fan of the country. Love everything about Italy. I mean, I hear good things from Italy. Um, I've never left the country. But I would like to someday. You know, I've never left the country myself. I've never been on an airplane. I would like to one of these days. You know, naturally as a gamer, I do want to go to Japan at least once, for sure, just for the experience and such, right? And I do partly want to go to America just because there's more like gaming stuff over there, and there's more like conventions, you know, and it would be cool to like meet, maybe potentially meet some American friends, um, you know. But Italy sounds like a good shout. Italy does sound like a good shout. I like their football. Of course you do. uh, couldn't handle America. Their spiders are huge. True. That's why I wouldn't go to Australia. That's that's why that's why I wouldn't go for Australia. But the thing is, again, it's like obviously it depends on, well, partly it depends on where you are, obviously, and where they're usually about, right? I feel like, but I hear you. I hear you. I didn't even think about that, but like that's one of the reasons why I don't think I could ever go to Australia, because their spiders are, oh no, no. I hate it because I hear people talk about how they have spiders for pets, and not even like, I'm not even talking like trances. I mean like, oh yeah, we get wild, big spiders come into our house, and and they don't do anything. They just, they go in their corners or whatever, and they're like they're nice, they're friendly, don't hurt them. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'm either jumping out of the house or I'm burning the house. I am sorry. You can keep your pet. I don't want nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it at all. No thanks. I don't want casual giant spiders. I already have casual smaller spiders come into my room sometimes. No thank you. Ugh, no thanks. No thanks. But like, I'm sure. Well, I mean, it's just like same with anything. But I'm sure, like, you go to America, you're not always. It's not like you're gonna always see like bugs and stuff about, right? But again, I suppose it depends on where you go and which part, right? But you're right. If like, if I went to another country and I saw a giant ass spider, I'm out. Like, I need to get away from that thing quickly. I ain't hanging about. That's for sure. Even if I am a lot better, I'm a lot better with them now. But I don't know, I still struggle. It's not, I haven't like completely gotten over them. I'm not gonna let a spider crawl on me. You know. Like, kudos to those people who aren't affected by spiders. I like, mad respect. You know, mad respect. I know that they're more scared of me than I am, but I can't help it, man. It is what it is. My brain is wired like that. It just is, man. I don't want to be scared of them. I don't. I wonder why so many of us are scared of them, even though most of them are harmless. Again, it depends. If you go to Australia, that might not necessarily be the case. There are some spiders that are obviously a bit dangerous, and some I think are even venomous, and they bite and stuff. And it's like, oh, no thanks. But like, um, you know, like, ones here probably aren't gonna do anything to you, but and yet we just freaked out by them. I guess just how they look in it, the 8 legs and stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna keep talking about this. I'm probably gonna freak Footloose out, and I don't want to. I don't want to freak my viewers out. I also don't really want to freak myself out, so I'm gonna shut up about that. But anyway, Italy sounds like a good place. Don't know if there's any giant spiders there though. Oh dear, I don't know, but I think wherever you go, right? I don't know, but I would like to see more wildlife in the form of animals. Like, I don't know about spiders in Africa, but I would love to go to Africa just to like see the animals in Africa. You know what I mean? Like, like zebras and giraffes and rhinos and elephants and that. I'd love to see more animals. Wild animals in the wild, living in the wild and such. I would like that. Felix one's happy. He's glitching about a bit, but he's happy. Well, they're happy. They, God, LGBTQ, God. Someone's gonna have my throat. I guess so. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Spinnerack is the best spider. Right. Dear Pokemon spider. That's one spider you're not freaked out about. I don't know. You might feel a bit different if Spinnerack was real and he was right in front of you, or maybe you wouldn't. I don't know. Especially since when you think about it, Spinnerack could literally just spew web on you. You know, because they're Pokemon, they could do that. Um, you know, and then it could evolve into a is it an Ariados, or whatever it's called, the form after that. Isn't there isn't there like a water spider thing? Is it a water spider? It looked like a water spider. I don't actually know if it actually is. I forget what the thing is called though. I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called. But it's a water Pokemon, I think. But it looks like it could be like a water spider or something. I don't think it has 8 legs though, so maybe not. I don't remember. It's very blue. It's like very light blue. Nah, I can't. It's not coming to me. Dew spider? Is that what I'm thinking of? I don't know. Maybe it is. I'll know if I saw it, but then, see, the thing is, I might not even be thinking of a spider. I might just think it looks like one, but it actually isn't. I don't know. I'd have to see an image. I don't know. What about the Cougarmon from Digimon? I mean, I'd be pretty freaked out about Arakenimon and Digimon, I'm not gonna lie. That's a freaky fuck. Like, I'm sorry, but I absolutely, this will be the last time I absolutely hate the half, like, sort of human looking slash the rest is a spider. I hate that. That is horrible. That is nightmare fuel. I absolutely hate that. And I know Dark Souls 1 does that, and I hate that. That's so freaky. No, thank you. Absolutely hate that. I blame Japan. Yeah, I don't know. Christ. Plus, it doesn't help that she's actually kind of evil anyway, right? She literally is a predator. So, yeah, that's nightmare fuel right there. Sorry, I'm dumb. We've got 5 Phoenix ones there, 5 of you. You know what? I might be able to just sell some of these already because, yeah, maybe make a bit of dough. What time is it? Okay, we're going a bit longer, not too much longer. I'm gonna head straight to bed after this. So, trying to think of changing the subject now. Yeah, I would like to see other animals. I mean, I'm still thinking about one day hopefully getting another dog as a pet. But that's far in the future. Funnily enough, my dad actually mentioned he didn't say he would have another pet, but he did say that if he was going to choose, if he were like if he was going to have another pet, it would be another. We had a Jack Russell. He'd have another Jack Russell. So I guess he really likes Jack Russells. I guess, or he really liked our last dog. Oh, I miss Jules. Rest in peace. I don't know if I've shown you guys my dog before. I might have. I might not. The Do I have a picture of my dog? I might do. I'm gonna have a look real quick. Let's see. If I do have a picture of my dog, then it would be... Ooh. I'm not going to show that old picture because that's kind of private. I'll show you this one. There he is. It takes up the whole screen, but... there's old Jules. Look at him. He's just chilling. This is you get a little bit of sneak peek into my house. Very, very, very well. My other part of my house. This is my front door. Actually, this is the porch. He's literally sleeping in the front door because the sun is out and the sun was hot. This dog absolutely loved the heat. He, whenever the fire was on, he would always lay in front of it. If someone was in front of the fire, he would try to squeeze in front of you to get in front of the fire. If not, he would just squish himself next to you. It's quite funny because it used to be a competition between my mum and the dog, because sometimes my mum would put the fire on and she would lay next to the fire, and then my dog would see the fire is on and he'd just stand there and he would just look at her for like 5 minutes because she's laying there. I guess perhaps he's hoping she's going to move, and when he realizes that she doesn't, he decides to just plonk himself next to her, or he tries to somehow squeeze in front of her. It was pretty it's kind of cute. It's kind of adorable. Yeah, he was a lot to handle. I mean, it was our first dog. I was also very young, so I didn't really fully know how to handle an animal, right? So I got better at it, obviously. And he did mellow down, but he was a very troubled dog. He definitely tried to escape several times, and we had to, get him back. But I think he was a rescued dog. Like, he got rescued. We don't know the circumstances of him, but part of us wondered if he might have been troubled because he'd been in a troubled environment. We don't actually know. But like I said, eventually, honestly, it was when he kind of got older, he started to mellow down and stuff. But he would always lay on your lap if you sat down. If you sat on the floor, right? And if you had your legs out, or if you when I was at school, we used to have to sit cross-legged a lot of the time. So I would do that at home sometimes, and my dog would sometimes just curl up and lay on my lap. So yeah, and sometimes, funnily enough, he would actually walk up to me, if my legs were if my legs weren't out, or in a way that he can lay down. Sometimes he'd walk up to me and he'd just look at me, and I wouldn't always know, but sometimes I'd be like, what's wrong? And I'll pet him on his head. I'm like, oh, what's wrong? I say, what do you want? Like, do you want me to take you out? Do you want to go outside? Do you want to walk? Do you want to eat? Do you want some food? Like, what's going on? And sometimes it would just be that he just wants to lay down on my legs. So I would just sit in a way where it would be comfortable for him to sit down on my legs. I miss him. I would love to have a dog again, but I don't think it won't be until I eventually can afford to move out and have my own place, because I wouldn't put that on my parents. Not now. Although my mum has debated on whether she would like a dog, right? I feel like maybe it might be something that they might look into when they're retired, but not at the moment. It's going to be a while before I get a pet again. But I always think about that type of stuff because I am a fan of animals. I am an animal. I guess an animal lover. I am a fan of animals. No, I'm not a furry. There's no judge. I'm just saying. See, that's the question. If I like animals, does that make me a furry? I don't know. That's the question. That is a question. Where does that apply? I don't know. Sorry, I get random off topic there. I'm not. Listen, I'm not judging people. I'm not judging people. I'm just making a stupid joke, as I tend to do. I'm gonna do this a little bit more, and then I'll stop. And I think I might try and just trade the cards in and see what we can get. Yeah, honestly, the only time he was chilled really was when he went to go and sleep in his little basket, or when there's heat. If there was heat somewhere, he'd go and chill. Usually, yeah, but yeah, no, like if it was like sunny, and it was like sunny and hot, like outside, he would 100% go outside and he would lay on the grass outside. And just soak in the heat. He loves the heat. Absolutely love it. I'm not a sunny heat person, so that's not my thing. But that dog loved the heat for sure, man. Absolutely. Baked dog. Absolute baked dog, man. He'd love the heat, but he'd also know his limit. He would also know his limit. There are definitely times where he'll get so hot and he'll start like start letting his tongue hang out. That's usually a sign that they're hot. If a dog's got his tongue out, usually it can be a sign that he's too hot, and he's actually the reason why the tongue is out is apparently it actually helps them cool down. So sometimes if he was hot, he would, his tongue would start hanging out, and then he would be like, okay, I'm out. He'd get up from the fire and he would go somewhere else and sit down or whatever to cool down. So he liked the heat, but eventually he'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm done. I've had enough. Okay, I got 1 HP chip. I'm going to give it to you. X gonna give it to you. No. I'm talking random shit. Don't worry about it. Honestly, we're at age 12. We should be around to at least 17 or 18. So we've got about 6-ish days, I think. It's possible. I'm really going to need to buff the defense for sure, because, again, I had to neglect stats for evolution. But, we might be able to do it. We'll see. We shall see. What day is it? It's day 14. Ooh. Okay. Let me go to the card shop real quick, because I think it's either it might be on day 15. I forget. But day 14 could be the last day that the card shop is around this year. The in-game year, sorry. So I just want to see if there's anything worth getting. There might be. So we'll have a look. We'll definitely have a look and see what we can get. Rescue dogs probably have been through a lot. Yeah, obviously you don't always know what they've gone through. It was years ago, and I don't know if my parents were even told. But yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, he was a young dog, pretty young dog. He was like 5, if I remember correctly, when we got him. Same age as me at the time, believe it or not. I was 5. And I still remember the first time I held him on a leash, and I completely underestimated the strength of the dog, and I went flat on... Is it on my face or on my back? I think it might be on my face. Yeah. And that hurt. I was only 5. I probably cried. I don't remember. But I feel like I remember my dad laughing, because he knew it was gonna happen. He knew it. Me, being a silly little 5-year-old boy, was like, I want to hold him. I want to hold him. I want to hold. And my dad was laughing because he knew that was gonna happen. He knew. Dogs are strong, man. Dogs are strong. So yeah, Jules didn't know any better, of course. He just thought it was safe to go, so he went and he pulled me over. Because again, I was a small 5-year-old little boy that had little tiny arms and couldn't handle the strength of a dog. So there you go. I think it's on the 15th. Yeah, I think you might be right, Footloose. I think it is. I think it's after day 15 when it's gone. Pardon me. I don't really want to fight you, but I'll fight you. Oh, okay, you're gonna spam meltdown, are you? Okay. Also, be actually, since we've got a winged Digimon, I need to look out for the wing cup because I don't know if I've done that. Again, that's something because you know I'm also counting like the fish. I also need to count which are at 63. I need to try and keep track. I need to manually keep track of the tournaments I do, just so I don't have to repeat myself, right? Be like, did I do D? I don't know. Did I do C? I don't know. And then I have to do it again because I don't know, because the game doesn't keep track of that. Well, I mean it does, but not visibly. You know, there's not like a visible tracker. So, see, these are things that could all happen in a Digimon World remake. Like when going for medals, keep a track of like how many tournaments you do and things like that. You know, an in-game counter. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, he needs to sleep. Wait. Wait. Okay. I don't know if this would work, but... Oh, no. That's right. That's right. The trick didn't work, did it? That's right. Okay, I can tell you guys the trick, and maybe it's a fever dream, but I'll tell you what. I'm going to look it up after, just to be sure, because, you know, just to confirm whether it was a fever dream or whether I was actually right. So I was trying to get Airdramon and Birdramon from Birdramon, right? Like how you can get Agumon to Devimon, right? You can do that. So back in the day, I feel like I remember, and I don't know if it was like I found it on a cheap site or whether I discovered it by accident. I would just on occasion, I don't know why, it was just timing, I guess. There would be times where my Digimon would want to go to the toilet and they'd also be sleepy. So I take them to the toilet and then I would let them sleep. One time, and I swear to you, but it could be a fever dream. Cannot confirm or deny, but I remember there was a time where I had a Birdramon and I didn't think nothing of it, and I let the Birdramon sleep in front of the File City toilet. And then Birdramon woke up and digivolved to Airdramon, and I was like, "What?" And I freaked out. I was like, this is years ago. I was a kid. I doubt it was the first time I played the game, but it was when I was fairly young, and I just remember being like what was going on? What? Like, what is this Digimon? Like, what? And that's just something I remembered, and I feel like it's a legit thing that happened. Like, I didn't dream it, but who knows? I probably did. So I always used to think that there was a 50% chance that if you put a Birdramon and sleep them in front of the toilet, don't ask me why, I don't know why, that there's a 50-50 chance that Birdramon would digivolve into Edgemon. Honestly, when I think about it now, it's probably a load of rubbish that I just made up or thought happened, but it actually didn't. But yeah, that's something that stuck with me. You know when you really sometimes you question your memories, right? Like, you're like, I swear this was a thing, and then you go back to it and it's not a thing, and you're like, I swear it's a thing, and you really have to question your memories. You're like, did I make this up? Did this not happen? Is this you know, like I say, is this a fever dream? Like, am I hallucinating? Like, I swear this was like this. Yeah, that was definitely one of those moments where I'm like, was that just a dream or what? Like, what's going on? I don't know. I'm going to look that up after this, but I don't think it's a thing. Again, I think I just either dreamt it or made it up for whatever reason. I just thought that was a thing. I don't know. But yeah, there you go. That's it. I would love to be right, but I cannot confirm or deny. So I don't know if you've ever heard that, Footloose. But you have no idea. Okay, you've never heard of it. It's probably a load of rubbish. I probably don't know what I'm talking about, and that's fine. Nothing new there then. Okay, I think we're gonna finish off like trading our stuff, getting our chips, and then I mean, we'll call it there. We will continue. We'll continue on Friday. Hey, you got a longer stream for me, so basically 3 hours. So we got a good amount of points. We're definitely gonna need to get some defense chips though. Maybe hashtag JLuck was with you. Well, at the time, man, I haven't said that in a long time, have I? The hashtag JLuck. I wonder what that would be in an emote. If I could make that into an emote, perhaps that could work. But actually, you know what? I want to check something real quick. I don't know if I can do that here. Can I? Let's see. Will that work? Will you let me do that? Oh, you will. Okay. Maybe? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Never mind. Don't worry. I was doing some background stuff. Alright. Got distracted. I was doing some background stuff. I would like to stream a bit more this year. I would like to be consistent if I can. I wish my internet would stay consistent. That would be nice. We'll see. But most importantly, I want to try and have as much fun as I can, and hopefully, you know, I can at least make it somewhat fun for you guys as well. I mean, it is kind of the whole point, right? It's a delicate balance, right? I need to have fun, hopefully, so that you guys can have fun. I know sometimes people just want to see people suffer, and that's how they find fun, and that's fine. Sometimes you might see me suffer, like with monochrome on shop. Sometimes you won't. But I think I said this before, but I do kind of just want to stream good games. Unless I'm streaming a game blind and I don't know what to expect, I kind of want to stream good games from now on. I don't really want to play bad games. Well, you know what I mean. I don't want to play games I'm not interested in, or I'm not enjoying myself, right? Because a game could be a broken mess, but I might still find enjoyment out of it. It might be a bad game in terms of, like, you know, because it's broken. It's not functioning properly. As opposed to, I don't enjoy the game in general. Like, I don't enjoy the direction. I don't enjoy the story. I don't enjoy this and that, you know. I can find sometimes I can find enjoyment in games that perhaps are hated, or, you know, like everyone despises it or such, you know. Sometimes. Yep. Yes, you like having fun with '06. Believe it or not, it is possible. It really depends on what you want out of the game. What do you want out of the game? If you're like me, who, like, will probably just kind of dick around, then, you know, you kind of live for the glitches because you're just kind of dicking around. But when you try to play the game seriously, I feel like that's when everything kind of just goes wrong. And at least that's kind of, for the most part, when I stop enjoying it. So I just I run with the glitches, and I'm like, I'm gonna try and make fun out of this, right? Otherwise, I can't find the game fun. I just can't. Like, I will say one thing. There is clearly some passionate Sonic fans out there that want to make Sonic 06 a good game, and I have heard of fan projects that faithfully recreate Sonic 06 but tries to make the game actually functional with no like bugs, and just quality of life improvements. And shout outs to them. But I also feel like personally their talents could be wasted, right? Like their talents, I feel like I would much prefer, personally, this is my opinion. If they want to do that, that's fine. But in my opinion, I would much prefer if they just work on a unique fan game, of a unique Sonic fan game, than try and clean up Sega's mess. In my opinion, like, just because they made a new version themselves, it isn't going to change Sonic 06, right? The original game happened, it exists, and all that. Uh, Evil Tomberry. Oh, like Final Fantasy, right? Evil Tomberry. Welcome to the stream. What's my favorite Digimon? Wargreymon, I think. I think I might have mentioned this a while back. I think, yeah. I like the Ogumon line. Like my favorite. I'm pretty, I guess, kind of generic. I like Ogumon. I like Greymon. I like Metal Greymon. War Greymon is probably my favorite overall. Like my favorite Mega, my favorite Digimon. But I enjoy the Ogumon line in general. What's yours? By the way, appreciate you stopping by. We're ending the stream really soon. Not much time left. I'm just in the process now of just trading in the last of my cards. We're gonna buy some chips, and then I'm saving the game. So we're unfortunately we're gonna be ending pretty soon. We've been streaming for a few hours, so I'm heading to bed after this. But appreciate you stopping by. I will be back on Friday. I stream at the same time. That's 8 p.m. my time, 8 p.m. British Standard Times. And I usually stream for a couple of hours, but today I decided to stream a bit longer than usual. But I usually stream for a couple of hours a day. I think schedule should be at the bottom of the page. I'll have to check because I might need to update it. Yeah, Final Fantasy. Yeah, sorry, I had to read that because sometimes when people like combine words together, sometimes I read it as something else, right? Like I was gonna like at first I read it and I was like, is that they say like evil Tony Berry? And I was like, there's no I. So I'm like, I know. Let me break this down. I'm like, oh, Final Fantasy, right? Yeah, I was talking about that a little bit. Well, I was talking about I was talking about Final Fantasy, weren't we? Yeah, we were. Yeah. Mega Siegemon is a good shout. I like Mega Siegemon. Cool design. Absolutely awesome design. I like Mega Siegemon. It's a good shout. Absolutely good shout. Yeah, man. Listen, I played Crisis Core recently, and I did not have fun dealing with Tom Berries there. Although it wasn't. To be fair, the Tom Berries weren't too bad in that game. Not too bad. But anyway, let us exchange. Let us exchange. Oh, you're playing Crisis Core at the moment. Nice. I did actually. I streamed the entire game about a week ago or so when it first came out. I love that game. I really enjoyed the original, although it has a lot of problems. The remake is really good though. The remake is phenomenal. The remake of Crisis Core, it's so good. Remake, remaster, whatever you want to call it, it's so good. Tom Berry's they are, man. They're pretty notorious. They're pretty notorious in Final Fantasy, aren't they? They definitely are. Yeah. I'm just thinking about dividing like what I want. Give me all the brain. Yeah, you know what? Give me all the defense. Yeah. Yeah. No, 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 no. I definitely don't need that. Brains. No. One more. I think offense will be fine. I won't need that. Yeah, okay. We're all going for defense here. There we go. To 10 defense chips. Okay. Sure. Alright, let's head back. I don't know how helpful this is going to be, but we'll see. Maybe I'll even do some off-camera grinding again. We'll see. You just beat Minerva. Oh. Shoutouts to you, dude. I don't have the patience for grinding. I don't. I don't. I know you could do materia fusion and you can make yourself OP. I don't have it in me. I tried doing the missions, but to be honest, the missions were getting on my nerves. I was getting bored. I was like, sorry, Zach. I enjoy your story. I absolutely adore you as a character, but I just don't think I've got it in me. I might try and come back and do the missions another time, but at the moment. But hats off to you, dude, if you can do that. I watched the completionist, Gerard. He did the hard mode of Minerva, and when he told me how much HP that Minerva has on hard mode, I said, "Yikes! No, thank you. I'm not doing that." Gerard is a mad lad, but I get it. He's the completionist, so he has to do it. It's the health difference between regular normal Minerva and hard mode Minerva is actually insane. You're gonna be on that boss fight forever if she doesn't kill you. But I'm pretty sure that's how it was in the original, so that's just how it's designed. Anyway. Anyway, I do have to head off, but appreciate all of you guys stopping by. I will be back this Friday, same time as I usually am. So if you can be sure to stop on by. I don't blame you. Yeah, it is a grind. Sometimes I'm okay with grinding, but yeah, I don't know. I was getting a bit burnt out, so I passed. Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't think I'll ever do that. But yeah. So cheers for watching, guys. As always, I'm heading off to bed. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next stream. Take care.